Ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Ìlú Agility. I know you never saw that coming. I know, right? Yes, I'm a proud child of Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, a land where generosity precedes scarcity and love flows in abundance. Yes, in case you never know, this is your first time of getting to know. Yes, welcome to the show, Lagos. Yesterday, we marked the International Day of Families. Yes, it's a reminder of the strength, love, and support that family brings. And today, guess what? We celebrate our sons. Our sons on the International Day of the Boy Child. That's so amazing. And I must say to every mother listening right now, to every mother raising boys, girls, or both, by the way, I celebrate your resilience, your sacrifices, and the nurturing spirit you bring to your homes, all right, and into your communities as well. Yes, that's very important. May our efforts not be in vain. May it be fruitful, all right, and may our children rise and shine, bringing you joy every step of the way. Yes, do not forget to celebrate that boy today, your boys. Of course, both of them. You are going to take both genders out. Yes, it's Maternity Line Show once again. Let's not forget. Yes. Congratulations to Ola from Ikorodu for winning our diaper giveaway last week. Ola's family recently welcomed their second child some 2 weeks ago this week. And then Mr. Ayo from UK, as usual, has just forwarded a sum of 10,000 naira to buy diapers for our winners. Ola's first child. Ola had a question last week. We're unable to attend to that question, and hopefully I'm able to bring an expert to answer that question soon on the show. We've had a discussion on that topic before now, I think sometime last year, so it's going to happen again. Ola, just stay tuned, all right? We'll talk about it very soon. Okay, let's see who wins our diaper giveaway this week. All right, Lagos, check in with us across our social media platforms. We are at Nigeria Info FM on X, formerly Twitter, at Nigeria Info FM on Instagram. Don't forget, also we are currently streaming on Facebook and YouTube right now, so go on there and search for Nigeria Info 99.3. all right, do not forget to like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channels. Lagos, do this ASAP, like ASAP. Yes, Lagos, so stay with us. The show starts now. You don't want to miss today's conversation. By the way, the conversation is tagged juice or junk. What your child should really be drinking. If you're a parent, a mom or dad, yes, today's conversation is for you. If you're both, yes, wishing to move away from processed drinks and turn towards a safer and natural option, sort of avoiding sugary, chemical-filled drinks, especially for your kids. This is very personal to me, but I also want us to be able to learn from one another. And today, by the way, I'm not doing this alone. I am not doing this alone. I do have an expert in the house. Our guest is an award-winning global pediatric nutritionist. I'm going to be introducing her after the break I'll be observing in 1 minute. But before then, once again, if you're a parent, mom or dad or both, all right, wishing to move away from processed drinks and turn towards safer natural options, this conversation is for you. Also, if you've had any worrying experiences with packaged children's drink like I did in recent time, okay, this is also for you. Or even if you are already making natural drinks like Zobo, Tiger Nut, smoothies, or fruit infused water at home, but still it's your desire to build even a healthier lifestyle for your kids, you must not miss out on this conversation, particularly for your preschooler, all right? Preschoolers and kids under the age of, say, 5, 6, all right? So to those already wondering, Can junk be drunk? Yes, of course, junk could be drunk. Drunk in the past tense of drink. So here is the thing. So when you hear, we call some food junk food because they look yummy, but they don't add any values to your body. It also happens when it comes to drink. So we are going to be unpacking all of that today, and you don't want to miss out. Stay here, Lagos. We'll be right back.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Grand Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Grand Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
This is
Maternity Line.
Maternity Line.
Yes, Lagos. Yes, welcome back to the show. It's Maternity Line Show with me, Zaynab, live on 99.3 Nigeria Info. If you're just joining in for the first time, every Friday the show comes on at 12:15, and we just had a short break and we are back. Today on the show, we are diving into a conversation every parent needs to here. All right, juice or junk, what your child should really be drinking. Okay, what your child should really be drinking is the conversation, essentially exploring this is to explore how to make healthier, safer choices for our little ones, and of course to guide us through it all. I'm thrilled to introduce the expert in the house, a globally certified pediatric nutritionist who is passionate. She's a passionate force behind nutrition for kids and G, known as the Kid Nutritionist, and she has helped thousands of families across Nigeria and beyond in building better nutrition habits for their children, from tackling picky eating and food allergies to promoting brain boosting meals and safe natural alternatives to sugar drinks. Our guest today is also an award-winning top-level certified nutritionist. Yes. Guess what? She's been doing this for over 20 years. Right? She's been in the business and she's big. She's that big. So I'm not just bringing any queer person for you. You know, I don't do that on the show. Aha. So when something affects me, then it affects all of us. It affects all the mothers. It affects all the parents. And of course, fathers, I haven't forgotten about you. Aunties, uncles in the house, we also appreciate you. So Lagos, please join me in welcoming Ifeyinwa Omesiete to the show. Hello, good afternoon, Madam Ifeyinwa.
Hi, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for honoring us. Okay, I think we should get to it already. But before then, let me announce the telephone numbers in case you're trying to call into the show. 0201277093, 020146579190. WhatsApp number is 0809-597-5805. For those of you who couldn't join the show last week, maybe I should quickly do a recap. I'd asked the fellow parents what healthy drinks were they making at home for their kids, as well as challenges they face trying to switch to healthier options. Also, maybe they also face some sort of challenge in trying to reduce sugary drinks and healthier ones, and they probably mainly do supermarket products because they feel it's more convenient. Right. I also shared my own experience from 2 weeks back. All right. And I had made a purchase of a particular brand of children's drink. I don't want to mention the brand right now. Sadly, one pouch was leaking. And then out of curiosity, I opened it only to I found the content moldy, dark, moldy. And, and how that sort of affected me psychologically, that, is this what we've been giving our kids without even checking? Voila. The expiry date is till 2026 next year. Wow. So, and I brought that to radio. I had some parents, auntie, uncles last week to also react, and they also mentioned 2 or more products, that they've also came across in recent times. So I couldn't have just let it go without having somebody like you on the show. Now, once again, if you're just joining us, our guest on the show today is an award-winning pediatric nutritionist who has been in business for over 2 decades and she has she has worked hand in hand with over 2,500 children, helping them thrive. All right. And she recently added a top level certification from Dietitians of Canada to her name, showing just how committed she is to staying at the forefront of child health nutrition. Now, our question, let's just go straight to it. Why is it important, a nutritionist? Why is it important to pay attention to what our children drink, not just what they eat? Why?
I think the most important thing is anything that goes into your child's body it's important for you to pay attention to it, because your child is developing, right?
Right.
So anything that they consume, which is the only way they're going to get food, right? Unless there's a different pathway to how they are getting their nutrients. But for the most part, most children are consuming it orally. And so it's not just the food, it's what they drink as well. Because all those things will have to get digested, and their digestive system, the immune system, the entire organs in the body are still developing, right?
Right.
So it's so important that whatever is consumed, you know what it is, you know what the contents are, and you understand it. Because dependent on the age of the child, they may not be able to tell you that something is wrong with this thing, or that it tastes funny, or that the color is wrong. They are just children. So it's your responsibility as a parent to make sure you're providing them with something that is safe all the time.
Safe all the time. Thank you. Now, I want us to go straight into processed versus natural drinks. Now, many children love packaged drinks, juice boxes, and sodas, what are the real risks associated with these sugary processed drinks?
So I want to point out something,
okay,
which I think a lot of parents need to get comfortable with. Is the fact that your child does not like anything. Your child is taught to like something. There is no child that is born to man and woman that comes out knowing exactly what they like and they don't like. Absolutely. We are the ones that build that influence and direct and give a sense to their choice. Right? And so it is never in your child's power. It is always in your control. The reason why I say that is because sometimes I'll hear parents, especially my patients, say things like, oh, I tried to give them this, they didn't like it. I tried to give them this. What normal children would like. And I'm like, first of all, your child is normal.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with your child. And secondly, if that is the primary nature of who your child is, you're the only one who is going to influence whether they are going to like something or not like something by force of habit, right? So when we say that, oh, children really like all these processed drinks, they don't really. That's what you've primarily given them from an early onset.
Agreed. And
continuously provided for them, right? And so they are used to it. And I mean, who doesn't like a good thing? If I put something in my mouth and it's sweet and it's delicious, I'm going to open my mouth again.
Of course.
And as parents, if you see your child opening their mouth and they like something, you keep giving it to them, right?
That's right.
So the dangers with this is, one, the manufacturers of these products understand human psychology that you don't.
Absolutely.
Right? When you think about marketing is based on psychology primarily. How can I get your brain? How can I get your mind to always think about this thing so that you always put your money towards it? And so if they understand the colors, they understand the animations, they understand the flavor palettes. If you're a regular consumer of these products, you would notice that the primary thing is color first,
right,
and then flavor, right? They make sure that the flavor is so enticing and overpowering that your child's brain doesn't have any other option but to want it more. There's also the aspect of brain chemistry. So when we talk about sugar affects dopamine in the body, right? Dopamine is that hormone that tells you that you are very happy, that you're excited, and that life is good. So what sugar does is that sugar can mimic other electrical components in your brain that tells your body to produce more dopamine. And when you produce more dopamine, you're happier.
I saw a video you posted on that.
So in a sense of it, the more sugar you have, the happier your body is. But that's a false narrative, because anything can make you happy. If you think about a good moment in your life, you'll be happy. If you eat, that's why you see some children, when they eat, they start jumping.
Right.
It's still the same thing, and it doesn't have to come from sugar, right? So in a sense, all they've done is they've mastered the art of what sugar can do. And that's why it's a primary thing in a lot of these processed drinks. So there's something I always like to tell my parents is the drink is not the problem. The ingredients are. There's nothing wrong with orange. There's nothing wrong with black currants. There's nothing wrong with pineapple. Apples are fantastic. But if the primary ingredient typically would be water first and then a form of sugar, you're not really getting an orange, are you? Right? We all see orange in the market. We know what orange tastes like. At least for most people, know what an orange tastes like. That thing in the packaging, when you open it and drink it, does that taste like an orange to you? And your child doesn't know any better because you're the one providing it. You know, children trust you. Children have blind trust for the adults and the guardians in their lives. And so for no reason should they ever think, oh, this person is not giving me an orange, or this person is not giving me a good thing. So they will consume it with all joy, right? And so it's so important for you to always think about it that, one, your child doesn't have control over this decision. And two, you, the buyer or the consumer, also doesn't have control over this decision because somebody had made an executive marketing decision, has played into your psychology, and has collected money from you. Yeah, because it's an exchange. It's an exchange of your intelligence for the products. They've convinced you that this thing tastes good and it's good. And you said, you know what? I will give my hard-earned money to this product and I'll purchase it and feed my child. That's really what.
We even have adults who are addicted to products of this nature. I love the fact that you've keenly emphasized the fact that we parents, quote and unquote, are the causal organisms, sort of drawing the attention of these innocent kids to drinking whatnot. Now, is this to say if a parent, a mom or dad, auntie or uncle is cautious enough to, to not to go this route, that, okay, so because this is happening, does that mean that such person should do away completely, or is there something to look out for on the labels of this product? Since you said these products are not really the issue, they're not the problem, but the ingredient.
Yes. Looking out for the things on the labels, I think, is the most important thing. And then secondly, I think self-control is another important thing. So I'll use myself as an example. It's been a few years, I think. Almost more than 8 years, I think. I can't even remember. But I don't typically drink soda. Everybody in my house knows that. And I just woke up one morning and decided I'm not doing this anymore. And one, for health reasons. Two, because of my line of practice. But three, majorly because I wanted to know whether it was possible to end such an addiction. Now, I wasn't primarily addicted to it. I wasn't drinking it every day or drinking 4 packs of it every day. But I wanted to just see how possible it is. And one of the things I found is that it requires a lot of self-discipline and a lot of self-control. However, it doesn't change the fact that I'm human and I like things that are sweet, right?
That's right.
So I made a decision and I said, this particular category, which is sodas, we do away with. We're not taking this anymore. And then I said, this particular category, which is maybe like juice, we will stick to some, not all. Now, I then went on to tell myself, okay, if I'm going to stick to some, what flavors? What should the ingredients look like? So first of all, the first thing I always try to do is I try to pick products that say natural flavors and then on the back, mimic what they say on the front. Because something can tell you I'll give you a good example.
Tell us.
So there's a product that is called ginger ale. That's like it's Yes, ginger ale is just like the name of a drink, right? It's not a brand, but it's the name of a drink. And one particular brand, on the front, it says made with real ginger. And on the back, there's no ginger in the ingredient list.
Oh,
Like 0 ginger in the ingredient
That's
list. Not by chance, not by nature. And it makes you wonder how many of these things that says made with real fruits, made with this, actually really contain them on the back. So it's not just about reading the front. You do have to turn the back of the label and read it. So again, confirming whether what they are saying on the front is matching what they are saying on the back.
100% fruit juice.
Yes. Number 2, if something says 100% fruit juice, that's a lie. And the reason it's a lie is because there is something called made from concentrates. Now, sometimes very little on the front of the packaging, you will see very boldly, 100% fruit juice, very thin line, almost like you can't see it, made from concentrate. When something says it's made from a concentrate, it means they've extracted all the sugar, right, and reconstituted it with water. So essentially what you're taking is the sugar of the fruits. So it is still 100% fruit. It's fruit sugar reconstituted with water. Now, it is very, very hard to find 100% fruit juice that is not made from concentrate. So what I always tell parents is, if you're going to make the decision to give your children that, make sure that it is made, even if it is made from a concentrate, which you really cannot avoid.
Right.
Limit your child's consumption of such a thing. 1, nothing before 2 years. If your child is under 2, just no. Now, if your child is above 2, limit it to really special occasions. For example, maybe you're going out to lunch with your family, right? Sometimes you might not have the option of seeing like a natural drink present.
That's
the one that you would make at that point.
That's so true.
It's okay to make one choice, right? Like I said, we're human, and I'm a practical person. It's okay to make one choice. But not where every Sunday is a ritual. Not where every school day it's a normal in their backpack. No. You went out as a family, you're having a good time. Maybe you went to somebody's birthday. In fact, my rule in my house, because I let my children have candy, I'm a parent and I have children, and it is not the end of the world if your children eat a bit of sugar. Like, the world will not end.
That's right.
But if we have a rule in my house, once a month. So we have this giant bag where people are giving us candy from maybe like birthday parties and stuff like that. And we keep it in a giant bag. And then in my house, we also have the same rule. Once a week, you get 1 glass of fresh juice in the house. Now, if we have to go out that week, that's where you will get it. But if we're at home, you will get it at home. So set boundaries and set rules, and your children will stick to it. My children don't walk around screaming like they need something. They stick. And parents can do the same.
Thank you.
And I was going to mention one more thing, sorry. In terms of labels, there's something called sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a preservative that is added to a lot of fruit drinks. And the reason why it's added is because it helps to stabilize it and keep it at a safe, consumable state. However, sodium benzoate reacts with vitamin C, and the primary sources of vitamin C are fresh fruit juices, right? So you're canceling out whatever benefit you get if sodium benzoate is present with vitamin C or citric acid in a drink. And it can also make a very toxic element, benzene, in your system.
I hope you're taking notes, parents.
So it's really important that you're conscious about this when you do see it on the label of a product. Make sure it is avoidable.
All right. Thank you so much for the much you have said so far, because we need to move it. What is the real drink? What should the child really be drinking?
Water. The children should drink water and everybody will be okay. That's the real drink every child should drink. Now, if you want something for them to drink, you can give them things like Zobo. You can give them fresh, cold pressed juice. You can give them tiger nut if you want to.
Smoothies. You
can give them like cold brewed tea, especially if your child is older than 2. Cold brewed tea just simply means take a bag of tea, brew it, overnight, and then strain it, and then blend it with honey, and give your child to drink. It tastes great.
So that one will not make my child slim.
No, but that's the thing. Tea is not supposed to be slimming. You know, when you think about tea, what is tea? Tea is just a mixture of dry herbs. The normal thing that you use to cook your food. Your tea bags should be things like dried ginger, dried lemon. What again? You're not giving a child green tea. You're giving them dry herbs like dried apples, dried mango. So you can find all these really good fruity tea bags, and you steep them overnight. Add, honey, especially for children older than 1, and give them to drink. And it tastes good. It really does taste good. It's like iced tea.
So for older children, do we need to alternate between all these supermarket store bought products and maybe the likes of Zobo, like you rightly stated, listed? Talk of Zobo smoothies, Kunu, and the rest of them, because you've emphasized more on children below 2. Right?
No, older than 2.
Older than 2. Okay, older than 2. Okay. We have more questions, but time is never on our side. But for those who would love to ask the nutritionist directly, the numbers to call 0201-2770993, 0201-465-7190. You can as well WhatsApp, send your messages to WhatsApp. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Zaynab.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Ola calling back from the podium.
Oh, Ola, our winner. Do you have a question for the nutritionist?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I really enjoy everything that she has been saying, and everything is directed to me because my first child, girl, because she did not like to eat, so I used to buy biscuits, stuff like that. So she does anything that she used to take. If you see where our mom is feeding her food, we think they are fighting Gidigbo. She does not like to eat anything. She does not like to eat. We just force her. So I want to know, I don't want my little
your newborn.
My newborn to be the same. So what can I do for him not to be the same as our sister? Because our sister, you see her stature is not that, though maybe because the mother and I are not big as well. But that's what people used to say. But I do not want to believe that, because I've seen so many parents that they are not that big, but why their children are. So what can I do?
All right. Thank you, Ola. Our nutritionist, did you get a last question?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Your response.
So I think I'm happy that you've acknowledged this is such an important part. So well done as a parent. I think the first thing that you can do is just the things that you did with your older child. I think you will have to just reevaluate it for your younger child. So first things first, we're not going to be buying those things, right? And another thing I always like to say is a child can relearn, even if you teach them something. It's just like I tell parents, like if you teach a child how to ride a bicycle, right? You also be the same person that can teach them how to ride a car, or you also be the same person that can teach them how not to steal. So you can teach and unteach a child. So the first things first is to keep those things out of your house. Stop buying it. It's your money. You don't need to buy it. She will roll on the floor. She will throw her legs in the ceiling. After like 1 week, 2 weeks, she'll forget about it. That's children. They will move on, right? It's just like if you can't afford to buy something for your child at this moment, will you go and steal just to buy? No. And your child will move on. So your daughter can move on, because if your younger child sees your older child eating something, she wants to eat it. So the best thing to do is to just not buy it and keep it at home. And then, like we've talked about, start with the fresh drinks that we've mentioned.
So we have another caller. Good afternoon.
Hello, Zaynab. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mothers, where are you?
Yeah, my name is Gideon, calling you from Lekki.
All right, Gideon, go ahead.
Yeah, very exciting topic this afternoon. And I've been listening. This is my first time calling to your program.
Oh.
Yeah, I have lots of questions. I will just ask only one.
Go ahead, we don't have time. Oh.
Yeah, my son, from birth, we started giving him milk because my wife breastfeeds. So from the first time she gave birth, she can't breastfeed. So I don't know if that's why my boy has mastered the art of taking only tea till date. He's 3 years plus, and there is nothing he eats. He eats only Indomie, and sorry for the man. So he eats only noodles and tea. So, and I keep wondering if this too much tea is not good for him. I don't know what to do because I'm not a nutritionist. Sometimes if you don't give him, there is nothing else he's going to take that day. He takes tea like 3-4 times a day, even at midnight.
All right, Gideon, your question is noted. Any other one? No. All right, nutritionist, Ify?
Yes, so in terms of doing that, so I think the first things first is to swap out the noodles for a better option. There's things like spaghetti, there's things like rice noodles, there's things like spaghettini. There are so many different options, so it's just to swap out one. Then for the tea aspect, again, choice of ingredients. Tea can be made with raw cocoa and your sweetener of choice. Your sweetener can be honey, can be jaggery, can be dates. You can just mix that with the cocoa and mix it with the milk. And then another thing, when you mentioned that he will not eat any other thing for the rest of the day. Honestly speaking, maybe what you can do is to start reducing the quantity. So if you give him a full cup, reduce it to half cup, and then reduce that half cup to 3 times a day, and then, keep reducing it that way. So he's still getting it, but he's not getting it in smaller quantities. And then you can bargain with him. If you eat 3 spoons, 4 spoons of this food, I give you your tea. If you don't eat, I don't give you your tea. All of us will be okay.
All right, so Lagos, we have to go on a short break. Ify, please bear with us. But I do have this question before we go. Good afternoon, Zaynab. To your guest, good afternoon. Kindly advise me if it's okay to give a baby of 4 months a cough syrup. Oh, she's not a medical doctor, though it was my doctor that prescribed it. We'll be right back, Lagos.
Investigate. To take control of the money where you dey make and wetin go happen next, na the koko of life. For plenty people there, how to manage their money, they start with how them they run things with their partner. But true, plenty sense dey inside family planning. When you do family planning, you go fit to use Confido take dey run things with your partner under the moon. You go get plenty joy as money where you dey make go reach you spend, and your health and your well-being go dey protected. No tanda the look, make you join body with plenty people them. We don't discover the joy with the inside of family planning for Lagos. Remember, say you fit to choose from different plans where they available and make everything sweet for your future. Visit your health center today. Oh yeah, make this move now. Make your future day full with happiness and the good health. Now the Challenge Initiative, TCI, and Development Communications Network, DEFCOMS, do this message.
All right, Lagos, we are back. I have this question from Rachel. Rachel says, good afternoon, Zaynab. I've noted a lot down from the nutritionist. Thank you, Zaynab. All these thank you are in capital letters. She then goes ahead saying, so for some of us who still inculcate fruits as part of their snacks to go to school with and still do this labeled drinks, what is your thoughts on this?
You can definitely still give snacks and find better good snacks for your children. And I think a lot more neighborhoods are producing some of these really safer drinks. One of the things I say is that, and it's a beautiful thing Nigerians have, is building relationship. Build a relationship with the vendor that sells products to you. Get them to open up, get them to be honest. Some of them will tell you, oh, I don't have the capacity to add this ingredient. You can buy it with your own money, give them, they will make your own specially for you, right? People just want to be able to make money. And so if they understand that you're willing to conversate with them, they can help you out in making safer drinks.
All right. AGK from Ikorodu is asking, Zaynab, please ask the nutritionist again, what should the children be really drinking?
They should be drinking water. But again, like I said, they can drink zobo, they can drink kunu, they can drink the tea that I mentioned, they can drink freshly squeezed juices, they can drink smoothies. Those are the major things that your children can drink from the age of 2. Under 2 is really water and maybe milk that they should be drinking. You don't really need children drinking too much sugar under 1.
All right, thank you. We have our last caller. Good afternoon. Hello.
I'm sorry, Zaynab. Is that coming back? I heard you saying that I won something.
Yes, you did. Don't worry. I have your telephone number. Don't worry. You won our diaper from last week. Our diapers. Congratulations to you. All right, let me see if I can take this last question. Good afternoon, Zaynab. This is Olufunke. Olufunke says, a fantastic one. In fact, I'm enjoying this one. Well done. Okay, that's not a question. Shego just forwarded the message. Good afternoon, Zaynab. I think I finally found solution to the problem on ground. Sorry, I delved away to be talking of research and commercialization and impact and revolution. And at least accordingly, synergy is required to delve into structural drivers of conflict. Oh my goodness. Shegun, I'm lost. Thank you so much, our darling nutritionist, globally certified nutritionist, Ify.
Radio Plus.
We can't thank you enough. I would love to have you on the show again, maybe later in the future, because you've really helped unpacking a lot today on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Do enjoy your weekend. Lagos. Yeah. Bye-bye. Lagos, it's time for the news at 1, and Yvonne Haifo is live in the studio. You might want to stick around for that.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.